Matkery is a company located in Marang, Terengganu and has more than 10 years experience and fully owned and operated by Bumi Putra. Matkery is a company that provides a wide range of services, especially for oil and gas industry in Malaysia, and these are the services that Matkery provide, which is mechanical manpower supply, plant and tank maintenance works, and many more. And do not hesitate to click the website to get more information about Matkery. Okay, for the introduction section, let's start by defining HIRARC. Okay, basically HIRARC stands for Hazard Identification, Risk Assessment and Risk Control. It is a systematic approach used to ensure all the work procedures and safety precautions are taken into consideration before any task is performed. And there are three main elements that are very close to HIRARC, which is hazard, risk and danger. Okay, let's start with the definition of hazard. Hazard is any potential of machine or equipment, process or physical factor that may cause harm to people, damage to property or the environment. Okay, next one is risk. Risk can be defined as the chance or probability or likelihood of a person being harmed or experiencing adverse health effect based on severity, damage or injuries suffered when exposed to hazards. And last but not least is danger. Okay, what is danger? Danger is a workplace hazard that put a worker or visitor at immediate risk or serious physical injuries or even death.
So for the next part is objective of HIRARC. For the objective number 1 is to identify all the factors that may cause harm to employees and others. And for objective number 2 is to consider what the chances are of that harm actually befalling anyone in the circumstance of a particular case and possible severity that could come from it. And last, the objective number 3 is to enable employees to plan, introduce and monitor preventive measures to ensure that the risks are adequately controlled at all times.
The first activity of HIRARC by Matkery Sendirian Berhad is machine installation. The hazard is injured by moving parts of machinery or ejected materials. The effects are sharp edges can cause severe injuries and cuts, and rough surface parts can cause friction. The risk analysis: 2 for severity, which disabling but not permanent injury. 4 for likelihood, which have the possibility of occurring and it's not unusual. The severity and likelihood combine, and it represents 8 as level of risk, which means moderate risk. The risk control are: before running the equipment, make sure the machine guards are in place and observes all safe work procedures and instructions. The PIC: Aslam 23 March 2020 and Shazini 5 August 2020.
Now we move to second activity. Hazard identification. Work activity: piping installation. Hazard: hot and heavy equipment. An effect: being involved in equipment accident, and it can irritant to skin and mucous membranes. Risk analysis: likelihood 4, severity 3, risk 12. Risk control: recommended control measure: work in adequate ventilation and use full set of personal protective equipment. PIC Ashraf 20 March 2021.
Third activity: hazard identification. The work activity is tank cleaning work. The hazard is chemical, and the effect: firstly, flicking and swollen hand. Second is difficult to breathe, and lastly, eye irritation. Risk analysis: the likelihood is 4, severity is 5, and risk 20. Risk control: recommended control measure is use full set safety PPE, and PIC due date or status Sarah 3rd January 2021. Machine installation, pipe installation, and tank cleaning work. Thank you for watching.